Good morning, neighbors. It is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show. I am your host, Sara, here to walk with you through the latest news, weather, and happenings around Murphy and our mountain communities as you start your day. Let us begin with our local news roundup. Churches in our area are welcoming a new spiritual leader this week, as the Seventh-day Adventist congregations in both Murphy and Andrews have announced a new pastor stepping into service for their members, bringing fresh energy and direction to those church families after a season of transition. That is a meaningful change for many folks who count on that church community during the ups and downs of life. There is also a lot of conversation locally about how our elections are run and how voting maps should be drawn, with this week's Your Opinion Matters question asking residents who they believe ought to be responsible for drawing district lines for Congress and other elected offices in North Carolina. Even though it is just one question in the paper, it reflects those ongoing statewide debates about fair representation, gerrymandering, and making sure every voter here in Cherokee County and beyond feels like their voice truly counts. On the opinion page, local letters to the editor are stirring some strong feelings about how tax dollars are being used, including one pointed letter criticizing what the writer describes as a large payout for someone to leave a position, asking whether taxpayers are being left holding the bag. Whether you agree or not, it is a reminder that folks here pay close attention when big financial decisions are made with public money, and they are not shy about speaking up when something does not sit right. Regional fire danger is also a major concern this week. Our local outlets have been sharing alerts about high to even extreme fire danger levels, with officials warning that the combination of dry conditions, low humidity, and gusty winds makes it easier for wildfires to start and spread quickly. Residents across Cherokee County are being urged to hold off on outdoor burning, be extremely cautious with any sparks or embers, and report any signs of smoke right away so that small problems do not become big emergencies. That fire danger comes in the context of a broader regional story where investigators say a North Georgia man from Blairsville has been charged in connection with a series of intentionally set fires near the North Carolina and Georgia state line. Authorities report that several suspicious fires in the Martins Creek community here in Cherokee County were part of that investigation, and that local deputies and Murphy police helped take the suspect into custody earlier this month. It is a sobering reminder of how vulnerable our forests and communities are, but also of how closely our local agencies work together to keep people safe. We are also still very aware that earlier this winter, dangerous road conditions in Cherokee County turned deadly when a driver from Murphy lost control and was killed in a crash on North Carolina Highway 294 near the Tennessee line. Troopers said wintry weather and slick roads were a significant factor that night, and that tragic loss is still in many minds as we move towards spring, reminding us all to slow down and respect the mountain roads whenever weather turns bad. Looking ahead a bit, there is some brighter news on the horizon for downtown Murphy. The town is promoting the upcoming Murphy Spring Festival, scheduled for Saturday, May 2nd, with a full afternoon and evening of live music, craft vendors, food trucks, and a spring fireworks show to wrap up the day. It is still a few weeks away, but organizers are already encouraging folks to mark their calendars and enjoy that first big taste of warm weather, small town fun, and community togetherness on the square. All right. Let us talk weather for Murphy over the next 3 days. Today, Wednesday, you can expect a mild and pleasant spring day, with afternoon highs around the upper 60s and morning lows in the upper 30s to near 40. Skies should be mostly sunny to partly cloudy, and there is only a small chance of a passing light shower, so it is a good day for a walk downtown or a quick trip to the river after work. Tomorrow, Thursday, looks a touch warmer, with temperatures topping out again in the upper 60s to near 70 and morning lows in the low 40s, with a mix of sun and a few more clouds drifting in and just a slight chance of a brief sprinkle late in the day. By Friday, we stay in that comfortable spring pattern with highs in the mid to upper 60s, cooler morning temps in the mid-30s to upper 30s, and generally dry conditions, though clouds may thicken up a bit as the day goes on ahead of the next weak system. Overall, it is a pretty nice stretch for late March, so just keep a light jacket handy in the mornings and enjoy that warmer afternoon sunshine. And hey, right after this weather check, I want to speak to you directly as part of our little Murphy Morning Show family. If you enjoy waking up with these morning briefs, I would be so grateful if you would take a moment to subscribe to the channel, tap that like button, and really slam that notification bell so you never miss a new episode when it drops. If you find value in having a friendly local voice walk you through the news, the weather, and what is happening around town, please consider sharing the channel with a friend, a neighbor, or even that coworker who is always asking what is going on around here. There is a real cost associated with producing these videos and keeping this show going, from the time spent digging through local updates to the equipment and tools that make it all sound good. Every new view, every new subscriber, and every share truly does go a long way toward helping us keep this local resource alive for Murphy and our surrounding communities. So if these morning check-ins make your day a little easier, help us spread the word. Now, let us look at some upcoming community events around Murphy and nearby. Looking a bit down the road, the big one on the town calendar is the Murphy Spring Festival coming up on Saturday, May 2nd, right in downtown Murphy, running through the afternoon and into the evening. You can expect live music from local artists, craft and art vendors lining the streets, food trucks, and a beer and wine garden, all capped off with a spring fireworks show to finish the night with a little sparkle over town. It is a perfect chance to bring the family, let the kids enjoy the activities, and reconnect with neighbors after a long winter. Before we get to May, keep an eye on local event calendars for smaller gatherings, concerts, and community activities at spots like the Ballroom on Hiwassee Street, our area churches, schools, and civic clubs. There are often health screenings, music nights, and special programs sprinkled through the month, so it is worth checking in with your favorite venues or scanning event listings as we get closer to each weekend. When you head out, remember to drive carefully, especially on those curvy roads in the early morning and late evening, and if any fire danger alerts are still in effect, avoid open burning and follow local guidance so we can all enjoy these events safely. That is going to wrap up today's Murphy Morning Show. Thank you so much for spending part of your Wednesday with me. It truly means a lot to have you here as part of this growing little community. I hope your day is filled with small wins, kind words, and maybe a few quiet moments to enjoy this beautiful corner of the mountains we call home. I am Sara, wishing you a peaceful, productive day ahead, and I hope you will tune in again tomorrow morning for another local news brief from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.